It's a beautiful day here at the Clean My Space HQ. The sun is shining, and the stage is set for another epic cleaning showdown. A delicious spaghetti dinner was served, and what is left is a hot mess that needs to be cleaned up. Pots and pans and messy serving dishes, a floor full of crumbs, and food flung far and wide. This is the mess that awaits our brave challengers, here on Husband vs. Wife Cleaning Challenge. Brought to you by Scotch-Brite. I'm your host, Dick Somersault.
And I'm also your host, Diane Featherweather, and we're so pleased to be joining you today for this exciting competition for the ages. Let's review the rules of the competition. Each contestant will have 20 minutes to complete their cleaning. All dishes must be placed inside the dishwasher. All pots and pans must be washed, dried, and put away. All surfaces must be cleared, cleaned, and free of debris. Sink and floor must be cleaned and free of debris.
Now let's take a look at the competitors for today's event. First, we have the husband, Chad Reynolds. This is his very first time competing at this level, but as you can see, he has very long arms, which should be an advantage.
And then we have the wife, Melissa Maker, who also happens to be a world-renowned cleaning expert. So we'll see if that's a help to her in this competition.
Finally, let's talk products. Both competitors will have access to the exact same products for this competition: dish soap, baking soda, all-purpose cleaner, Scotch-Brite sponges, and of course, microfiber cloths.
Of course. Dick, I think it's time.
It sure is, Diane. Let's get to the kitchen and get this competition underway. Melissa's strategy appears to be clearing off the table and putting away all of the food first. And that's a smart move. She's using one of the larger dishes to put the remnants of the smaller dishes. That is going to save her some time and make this job easier.
Yes, this is a brilliant move by Melissa. She's bringing all of the dishes to the sink and pre-treating them early in her routine. This will actually make cleaning much easier later, Dick. A true professional.
I see she's also pre-soaking the pans. This is not her first time at the rodeo. It looks like it's time to hand wash the dishes, and this is actually one of Melissa Maker's specialties.
As one of the world's top cleaning professionals, Melissa knows that quality is important when it comes to cleaning products, so we're going to be using Scotch-Brite sponges today, which will ultimately save her time and effort.
Now she's using a heavy-duty Scotch-Brite sponge to remove tough baked-on messes faster than other sponges, and as a bonus, the scrubbing fibers are made of 100% recycled fibers.
Having two handy makes any decision much easier at the sink. And now Melissa's going around and pre-treating all of the other surfaces in the kitchen. We're certainly getting a better understanding of her strategy here, Dick, which is always great because she's thinking ahead.
I was talking to Melissa before the competition, and she has some select words towards her opponent. She's quite a fierce competitor, Diane. Here we see Melissa using the double tool technique. For the really dirty spots, she has her sponge, and for wiping, she has her microfiber cloth.
Oh, look at this. She's paying particular attention to the high chair because, as we all know, this is an area where stains are plentiful.
Oh, and there's that famous Melissa Maker eye level test, which will ensure that no crumbs or debris are left on any surface.
And now that she's onto the sink, we know that she's nearing the end of her routine because the sink is the last thing to clean before the floors. We are coming close to the end now.
And finally, the floors. She's chosen the stick vacuum, making this job faster and easier.
And of course, a little spot cleaning here on the floor to make sure that no points are lost. And look at that, she's done.
This kitchen looks absolutely spotless. You can see the time and attention that Melissa has put into this routine, and it's clearly evident in the results and the shine in this kitchen.
So now we'll bring Chad in to do some judging. As you can see, he's been watching eagerly from the bleachers, and he'll be able to see the work Melissa's done up close. Of course, he'll be looking for any debris left behind, streak-free finishes, and a nice polish on the sink, and no debris on the floor. If he sees any of that, it could mean penalties for Maker.
It looks like Chad's found some debris left on the high chair. Yes, there appears to be some spaghetti noodles left, but no, wait! Melissa is contesting the call and demanding an instant replay.
Let's go to the video, Dick.
Here's Chad leaning in to take a look at the high chair and, oh wait, yes,
Oh my.
it does seem that Chad has pulled out some foreign noodles from his pocket.
What a dirty trick.
This is such a disappointing showing from this competitor and a clear lack of sportsmanship.
Tisk tisk, Chad Reynolds.
Now it's time to reset the kitchen and get ready for our second competitor.
And now it's time for our second competitor, the husband, Chad Reynolds, who is starting his routine by clearing the kitchen table and appears to be prioritizing speed as his strategy.
One of the downfalls of this strategy is that mistakes can be easily made. So let's see how this pans out for him.
Pans out. Good one, Dick.
Chad is now attacking the dishwasher and in a bold move has decided not to pre-rinse the dishes.
Shocking. Definitely shocking.
This is a risky move and it could lead to a costly penalty.
Great attention here, though, by Chad, who's using the right tool for the job. Here he's using a scotch-brite non-scratch sponge on this non-stick cookware.
Chad is really powering through drying these dishes. Let's see if he can keep up this pace through the remainder of his routine.
A little bit of time being wasted here, it seems. Chad just has no idea where to put the dishes that he just dried. We'll have to see if this affects his time.
It's like he's never cooked in this kitchen before, Diane.
And now he's moving on to wiping down all of the surfaces in the kitchen. Unlike his competitor, Chad has chosen not to pre-treat the surfaces, so we'll have to see how that works.
Chad is also putting some good work in on that high chair, making sure that all the food remnants and stains have been cleaned away.
What a bold choice! Chad Reynolds has decided to eat the leftover piece of cheese as opposed to putting it away in the fridge, something we haven't seen before here, Dick. Certainly it will save him time, but it will cost him calories.
And finally, onto the floors. We spoke to Chad before the competition and he opted for a broom over the stick vacuum, and it seems like he stuck to his guns on this one.
Oh, it looks like he forgot the sink. Hopefully this isn't going to affect his time, but I wouldn't be so sure, Dick.
Everything is looking great in this kitchen, but it is time for Melissa to be the ultimate judge of that. She's a real stickler for the details
Oh, yes, she is.
and will be ensuring that no crumbs or debris have been left behind.
Oh, it looks like that decision to not pre-rinse the dishes before putting them in the dishwasher might be costing Reynolds.
Melissa's moving over to the kitchen table to do a final eye level test over there, and oh no! Things are coming apart at the seams for Chad. We have found a rice cake under the kitchen table. Let's move to final judging to see how this impacts the scores.
And while those scores are being tallied, a very special thank you to our sponsor for this event, Scotch-Brite.
Well, Diane, as you know, as a cleaning expert, Melissa has depended on scotch-brite sponges since she started her cleaning business back in 2006. She is a huge proponent of using quality products to get cleaning tasks completed quickly and efficiently. As the #1 selling scrub sponge in America, we know that we can rely on Scotch-Brite sponges to tackle any job that comes our way. To learn more about all of their products, visit scotch-brite.com. Okay, Diane, it's time for the scores. First off, let's see how Chad did.
Chad managed to get all of the dishes in the dishwasher, rinsing questionable. He also washed all of the pots and pans. However, there was a fair amount of debris left behind. The sink and the floor also left a lot to be desired.
Chad's time was 12 minutes and 32 seconds. Next up, Melissa Maker.
Maker got all of the dishes in the dishwasher, all of the pots and pans were washed, and the surfaces were debris-free, and of course the sink and floor were sparkling, thanks to her eye-level test and high level of expertise.
Melissa's time was 13 minutes and 41 seconds, which was a little slower than Chad, but in the end, her attention to detail gave her the win.
Maker certainly knows how to clean, but oh my Dick, she needs to improve that victory dance.
She knows how to vacuum a rug, she does not know how to cut a rug. And that brings us to the end of another husband versus wife cleaning challenge. As always, I'm Dick Somersault.
And I'm Diane Featherweather. The two of us are signing off, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching.